it is not difficult. A person who, or an inventor or a scientist who can create something, it is not at all problematic for him to write, right? And if even if you file that it is a problem, then there are so many different agencies which can help you in filing for a patent application. So that is what is required to be understood, right? So now when you look at the fees structure, so when the government did a small, study research, and it found that the number of patent applications that are being filed by certain, let's say, the small entities or the universities, educational institutes, is very low compared to what is being done in, say, in other jurisdictions. So then what the government did, it slashed the amount of fees filed for uh, filing fees for a patent application from 28,000 to 5,600. So if you are falling under the educational institute, you need to file just 5,600 for a patent application. Please file as many patent applications as possible. And how do you can file it online? So we have this comprehensive module where you can file it online, right? And you can also avail the expedited examination, which is under Rule 24C1, where there is a criteria where you can, if you fall under any of these categories, then you can file it for a expedited examination, because of which you will get a patent. You can uh, get a patent granted if no opposition is filed for your for your application within 1 year. So what is the first thing that you should remember? Please first file for a patent application and then only publish it. You need to remember that patent rights are territorial rights, and 20 years uh, uh, is the uh, is the time when the patent will be eligible, right? So this is basically patent examination processing. I will not go very deep into it. We can discuss it later in any other of our uh, presentations. But basically, what, it's just that if there are any problems or any objections that are there observed by the controller or the examiners, then they will provide a first examination report to the applicant, and the applicant needs to reply back uh, within a period of 6 months or maximum 9 months. And once this is done, if all the objections are complied with, then the patent is granted, right? This is how the patent certificate looks like. Next, we come to design. So this is under the Designs Act 2000, and the rules have been amended latest in 2021. So what is a design? So only the features of shape, pattern, ornament, composition of lines. So this is just, the outer structure of the particular product, and it is judged solely by the eye. There is no mechanical device or nothing that is associated with this particular intellectual property right. So design can be for anything, right? So the outer covering, the outer shape or the outer feature of a car will be protected, can be protected by design. So if you see, I have given these examples where uh, bags, so the ladies bags, so we have so many famous designers, like for example Gucci. All of these are very famous, and they protect their designs for their bags, because that is what gives them their um, brand image. So it is very important for you to understand, like for example, even the fashion designers like Mr. Manish Malhotra, Mr. Sabyasachi, all of these protect their designs of their clothes in our office. And 2-3 years back, Mr. Sabyasachi uh, had actually filed for the maximum number of designs, and because of which he had been awarded with an IP award, intellectual property award for design. And so all this is like anything which attracts, which will attract a consumer, that can be protected by a design. So see, these are some of the examples. A bottle, a bottle has different shapes, different configurations. All of these are different. Then some more examples. Then there is something called set of articles, like as I'm showing you. So a pair of shoes will always have the same design. In the same way, our tea set will be having the same design, just as the jewelry. So all of these are come under the design of set of articles, right? So again, you can file it online. So although you can file it in any of our jurisdictions, the examination is done in the Kolkata design wing. And again, what do you need to provide? You need to provide the application fee along with application form 1 and 2 sets of representations. So this is the perspective view of a teapot. So this is what you have to provide, right? And all of this is published in the Patent Office Journal. And this journal is published every week. So you can just go and you can check what are the patents that are granted, what is the designs that are registered. All of this is available on our website. Again, you need to, if there are any problems, any objections, then it is communicated to the applicant, and you need to reply back to the first examination report again within 6 months or maximum 9 months. Term of design is initially for 10 years, but it can be extendable by another 5 years, maximum 15 years. Next, we come to trademarks. So we all are aware of the concept of trademark, but this is just, it identifies and distinguishes the source of the goods, and it allows a business entity to build public goodwill and brand reputation. So these are some of the examples of trademarks. So you can see that there are various examples, like if it is a slogan, then it can be Dil Mange More. If it is a name, it is a shape, anything can be a trademark. Even sounds can be trademarked. So you can see that, when you open these products, whether it is Apple, Intel, Nokia, even the Metro Goldwyn Mayer movie, there is a typical sound, and that becomes the trademark. So that is the sound mark. So what is a good trademark? So basically, it needs to be distinct, and it should not be deceptively similar. So this is one example that I have given, where it shows that how fake products can be there when you compare it with the original Bisleri one. And there is an ad that goes along with this, which says "Har pani ki bottle Bisleri nahi hoti hai." So basically, the a product's trademark needs to be, distinct. If not, there is this problem of deception, and that is not taken well by the courts. So how to protect your trademark? So it is not essential, it is an optional feature, but it is always better. If you need to take any legal action, then since it's a territorial right, you need to protect your trademark in that particular jurisdiction. And it is initially registered for 10 years, but it can be further renewed indefinitely, 10 years each time. And again, you can do it online on our website. Next, we come to copyrights. So what is copyright? I'm sure you must be aware of it. Bundle of rights, they are automatic rights. So as soon as you write something, or it becomes your own copyright. It is an exclusive right given to creators of original work of authorship, and it is even for unpublished work. And copyright is one of the most common right that we infringe unknowingly, because we download something from the net. We are not careful to check whether there are any usage rights. Sometimes you may come across images. When you download an image, you will see that there are something called usage rights. It's licensable, you have to pay a fee, or sometimes it's free, or sometimes it just says that please acknowledge that you have downloaded it from this site. So all those things we need to be very careful about, especially during this, internet time when everything is so very simple to download from the net. So please be very careful by downloading songs, music, images, uh, even literary work, any sort of work. So what are the works covered under copyright? So it is literary, including software, books, essay, compilations, computer programs. All of this come under copyright. So you need to remember that if it is a computer program or an algorithm, then it is protected under copyrights in India. If it is, it can be dramatic like screenplay, drama, sound recording, artistic like drawing, painting, logo, map, chart, photographs, work of architecture, musical like musical notations, films. So all the films are protected under copyrights. So there are two types of rights that are available to the creator, to the author. One is economic right, and the other is the moral right. So economic rights are transferable rights. So you can actually create, you can assign your work to other owners for a sum of money or royalties, and you can transfer your right. But the moral rights are always there with the uh, author, with the original author, and these are non-transferable rights. So one is right against distortion, where you can you have the right to stop others to use it in such a way that is uh, prejudicial to the honor and reputation of the author. And the second is right of recognition. That means the right to have the author's name mentioned whenever the work is reproduced. So these two rights are always there with the author. So term of uh, rights is different for different works. So if it is published, it is life of author in 60 years. If it is film, then it is 60 years from the publication. If it is broadcast reproduction rights, 25 years. And if it is performance right, it is 50 years. Right? Application procedure, comparatively simpler, form 14, and along with payment of fees. These are the prescribed fees, different for different works. And the examination procedure. So if there is no discrepancy, it is registered by the registrar. If there is a discrepancy, then a letter is issued to the applicant, it is removed, and then um, it is registered. Next, we come to semiconductor integrated circuit layout design. So this is basically very important IPR for protection of products with fast changing technologies such as electronic gadgets, computers, chips, especially chips. So it is a very integral part of computer uh, programs, right? And uh, it should be original, it should be distinctive, right? That is the basic criteria for SICLD registration. And these are some of the uh, examples. And you have to remember that the design that we had discussed earlier was not, it does not have any functions, but SICLD has functions. It is not aesthetic. And it is the basis of advanced electrical, electronics, and IT related technologies. Finally, we come to geographical indications. Atulya Bharat ki Amulya Nidhi, invaluable treasures of incredible India. And what is a GI? It identifies a product that has a specific geographical origin and possesses qualities or reputation due to that are due to that specific geographical origin. So these are some of the examples. It can be agricultural products. It can be anything that is created by the rural artisans. It can be, something which is found there in the public, like say the Makrana marble. So that is already there, right? And it is supposed that the Taj Mahal was built with this. So this has a particular GI. The Ratlami Save, it is a product of Madhya Pradesh that is created by the artisans of Ratlam in Madhya Pradesh. The Kanjipuram silk is woven by the artisans of Kanjipuram. and these have certain qualities of that particular geographical origin. And like say the Darjeeling tea, the first GI to be protected by the government of India. Some more examples. And so yes, we have the Kurk orange, the Madai pan, the Kashmir saffron, Shahi lychee of Bihar, and so on and so forth. We also have something called the Gucci mushrooms. Do you know from where it is? So you can just do a search and just find out, right? Career opportunities, yes. If you have law background, then you can be an examiner of trademark and GI, or examiner of copyrights in our office. If you have a science background, you can be a patent. Sorry, you can be a patent examiner. Just as I had joined and then I got promoted. In the private sector, you can be the patent agent. If you have a science background, you can give the patent agent exam, which is going to get conducted by our office in May sometime this year. The trademark agent, you can be a trademark agent. Again, you can give an exam that is conducted by our office. You can be, a JRF or a SRF in various patent facilitation centers, and you can also be part of either the patent litigation team or the trademark litigation team or the copyright litigation team in various law firms, right? So that is the end of my presentation. So if you have any queries, we can
Yes,
take
so
some queries. Thank you.
thank you, Dr. Usha. That was a very detailed presentation, and I'm sure the participants gained a lot from this on IP. So yes, participants, if you have any questions, you may just put it on the chat box, and Dr. Usha will be more than happy to answer them. Okay, so Dr. Usha, just a query from my side.
Yes.
For being a patent examiner, is it necessary to have an engineering background, or a law graduate can also be a patent examiner?
No, so we need a science background. So, like for example, we have examiners from the biotechnology field, from the chemistry field, from the engineering field. So we need a science background.
Okay, okay, right. So that is must. Okay, thank
Yes.
you.
But for the others, like if you can be a trademark agent, you can be a trademark examiner or a copyright examiner. So for that, you can have a law background.
Okay, right. Shubh, do we have any questions from?
No, ma'am, just some people saying that the presentation was very good.
Okay,
Nothing
Professor
much other.
Pratima, anything that you would like to share, Professor Pratima?
First of all, I would really like to thank Dr. Usha for sparing time in spite being a Saturday. And my students are also have did listen to you and they were really inspired by your talk. So thanks a lot.
Thank
And
you so
thanks to
much, Dr.
IPPSC for
Pratima.
giving us a chance to be the co-host.
Okay.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure being among all of you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Usha.
Thank
Great having you with us. And I mean, we are blessed that you always come to help us out in this way. And you have always, I mean, kind of a part of our organization itself.
you.
So thank you very much. And we look forward to more programs with you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Usha. Thank you. Thank you, Professor Pratima. And thank you, Cummins College, for taking this opportunity of going through the IP awareness program webinar. Thank you. Thank
If
you.
any of the
Thanks a lot.
students want
Absolutely.
the entire session, they can always go on the channel and check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you
Okay.
so much, and all the best to all the students. Be safe Be happy and be successful in life. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot. Bye.
Bye.